the GP1 Championship here at Speed Force Racing, and I'm your host tonight, your legendary Cod Oliver 1997. Hello and welcome to this show. And today, as you can see, we have got Kvyat 26 Torpedo, who's looks like my actual co-commentator for this season. How you doing, Kvyat 26?
I'm doing very well. It was unfortunate not to have you here last week on the opener, but we're glad to have you here now on the Thursdays doing the GP2 series, I believe it is.
GP1, mate.
The GP1, yeah. Honestly, I'm so excited I can't even think at the moment.
Sounds like you've been listening to my commentary too much.
Genuinely, sometimes, yes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. So let's start off with the Drivers' Championship. We've got GFO Nit Mania, who won the last race in Australia. He'll lead the way going into the second round. Then we got Rappy, who's in second in the black Mercedes. We've got TTG Laser, who's in third. We got Lazard in fourth. James Braynon, our GP2 reigning champion, who'll go into this race in fifth. Game Boys will be in sixth in the Renault. GFO Leclerc will be starting in P7. Will be P7 in the Williams. Bundy in the other Ferrari will be eighth. Leonix is in ninth in the other black Mercedes. Sanchevitz in the Haas, it will be in 10th. Jay Gaywell and Hogiboo Bo McLarens are both 11th and 12th. The run-up in the Racing Point, it will be in 13th. Mike in the Alfa Romeos will be 14th. Legendan the Red Bull in 15th. Clarky Boy in 16th in the Alfa Tauri. And Chris Alex, also in the Alfa Tauri, will be 17th. Venom is in 18th in the Racing Point. Dobby is in 19th for Alfa Romeo. And Jensen, we want to call his name, it starts in 20th in the other Red Bull. Can't believe it. I'm actually doing commentary for once in this season. That's amazing. So, into the Constructors' Championship, we got Haas leading the way, and then we got Renault and Mercedes are both second and third. Williams are in fourth, followed by Ferrari in fifth. Alfa Romeo sixth, Red Bull seventh, McLaren eighth, Racing Point 9th, and Alfa Tauri, who's in 10th place. Speaking of Racing Point, actually, I might as well call you Fletcher because this makes sense to me. Yeah, sure. So yeah, speaking of Racing Point, did you hear about the news about Sergio Perez?
Yes, apparently his test became undisclosed or something like that. I don't know what the word is, but apparently he had no results back, so he's now got to isolate.
That's a real shame for him. We all like Sergio and all that, so it's a real shame that he's got to go through that process. But I hope Sergio gets well soon, and hopefully we get to see him.
There has been rumours that Van Dorn is at Silverstone right now.
Well, so Van Dorn is of course the reserve driver for Racing Point. If Sergio Perez can't make it, it's a shame not to see Sergio Perez on the grid as well. He's always a good driver, it's Sergio Perez as well. So yes, welcome people. We've got a few comments here. Manji said Shahoggy Boom has a qualifying ban, so we won't be seeing Shahoggy Boom for qualifying, so that's a bit of a shame. Jeff Barron, hello to you, and he said, oh, that is just predicted Shahoggy Boom would win. Even if he has a qualifying ban, he's saying he's going to win. That'd be great if it actually happened. He'll be definitely my driver for the day if that actually happens. Starting for last and going into first. I didn't watch the last race in Australia, Fletcher, but I've heard it was a good race.
Yeah, it's exciting. Me and Adam did that one. A lot of things happened. There was a few safety cars, a few crashes, a few spins. It was a bit hectic, but it's exciting racing. And then the day bunched the pack back up, so yeah, it was a bit very exciting race going to.
So yeah, so we got a few drivers. We got the drivers coming in now. We got a full lobby, so which is all good to see. Almost a full lobby, so that's all good to see. We're just missing a Racing Point, and I believe that's Dobby, so we had to wait on him. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Bahrain, always an unpredictable circuit, always a spinning circuit as well, which is always good to see. So you drove here in GP4, Fletcher, and not a bad race for you, but it just didn't come your way, didn't it?
Oh, I didn't actually race it. I couldn't make it.
Oh, that says my mind. Oh, Dobby's in the Alpha, so I wonder who's in the other Racing Point then. I wonder who's in that Racing Point car then. Oh,
Mainly
as well.
Max Wilson didn't turn up the Racing Point. So.
I see.
Game's very realistic there.
Oh, Venom or the run-up. It's one of those two, but I believe they're not going to make it because we're about to get underway. Hopefully they will join for the race, actually. Oh, thank you for the friend request,
I
Lazard.
just noticed. I had 6 seconds to press spectate.
You lucky boy. Otherwise you'd be racing rather than, than commentating.
I'd have been in that Racing Point right now.
Goodness me.
Cutting a fine line.
Goodness me. That would have been a disaster. So, we're going into Bahrain now. So, this week's racing in Bahrain, of course, has been very good. GP4, 3 and 2 have been very good. Let's see what GP1, the premier guys who call them, how they will put up a show as well. So to see if they can put on a good show, good bit of racing as well. Mind you, the racing for the past 2 weeks actually has been very, very good. There's been minor incidents as far as I know. So really, all the races have been going clean. So hopefully we get the same prospect for today. So that'll be good to see. So let's start qualifying then. Let's see how it gets on. So who were your predictions for pole position?
I know James is quick, James Braden. Not sure how he's around here, but I'd expect him to be up there. I think Rappy is probably favourite to get pole.
As you can see, all the garages of the cars, and also in GP3 2 days ago we had the debut of course, the black Mercedes as well. So it was an honour and a privilege that me and Mason actually drove those cars for the first time this season, which is very happy to see. And as you can see, the cars are starting to come out as well. So yeah, what do you think of the black Mercedes in the game?
I do like it. I do like the way the Mercedes looked anyway, the silver. I don't really like go for the liveries. I prefer the framework and the look of the car that way, because it's just paint really that's going on the car anyway. So I do think the black is a lot more what should be happening now as well, given what's happening with the world at the moment. I think it's great what Mercedes have done to support Lewis and the other drivers on the grid, and yeah, it looks really nice in the game.
It does as well. With the game already, with its graphics and everything, it's always a good thing to have. Here's Dobby in the Alfa Romeo, or the one who's out first with a slight locker going into turn 10. So what will be your main points of the track then in terms of overtaking? Because I know turn 1 and turn 4 is going to be a major factor for overtaking. But
yes,
do you think
turn 1 and turn 4 are definitely places with the almost like a hairpin out type the corners, really, isn't it? You could call it that.
So
I think those are probably going to be one of the main overtaking spots. If you're feeling really brave, you can try a move going on the edge of the turn 10. We've seen it happen before in the past, and sometimes it hasn't worked for drivers, but it can happen. Probably the main entry on the DRS straight on the beginning of the first sector is also an overtaking spot before turn 1.
yeah, so is Dobby now starting his flying lap in the Alfa Romeo? So Dobby in the Alfa Romeo, I didn't know his race. It was a massive blocker for Dobby there. So hope it was his first full season with in SFR. I'll tell you what, he's proved a good run for himself in pre-season. So hopefully Dobby can do the business in the car. So let's see how he cracks on through these S sections.
Very easy to lose it here. Also, turn 12 is another place where the car will slip out away from you if you're on the curbs. It's
always 12. I call it the auto spin corner for every season here in SFR. It's always the auto spin corner of turn 12. I have to say though, turns 9 and 10 is always it is a tricky corner, but in my mind, it's not as hard as it looks now.
Yeah. I think it's more mentality than it is difficulty.
as he goes through turn 12 now. Of course, no Dobby, he's not going to spin. This corner here is my favourite turn there. It's one of my favourite corners of the circuit, turn 13.
Yeah, 13.
I love turn 13. Absolutely brilliant corner. Just turn and ease the car in, just roll it into the corner and just literally put the power down as any time you like. Here comes Dobby now towards the line on his soft tyres. Here he comes.
125, yes, 125.5.
That's the benchmark time. Here comes, we've got, I think it's Lazard. I believe here comes Lazard. Look, and he goes into second place. In his Laser in the Renault. And look at that, 25-0.
I think you might see someone sneak into the 124.6s. Then maybe, you never know.
Exactly. Is Jahoggy Boom... now, is Jahoggy Boom got a qualifying ban? Because he's on a lap.
Yes, I don't think anyone's told him that.
Because hopefully it does come in. We got the racing point back across the line now. I believe that's the run-up. 26.4 for the run-up. And Jensen in the Red Bull puts in a 126.9. Just keeping on Jahoggy Boom in the moment. So let's have a look how Jahoggy Boom... Is he going to the pits? Because he has got a qualifying ban, don't forget. He's not coming in.
Would he be aware of that qualifying ban?
Because I did see in the comments, Manjeet said Jahoggy Boom has a qualifying ban. He's put him in at 125.3 on a run, so... We'll have to see what the stewards have to say about it. Nick Mania, 25.2 in the Haas. Well done to him.
So has the Haas been changed in the game? It looks a lot more matte, if you know what I mean.
The shark fin, as you watch Sanchevitz, the shark fin looks a bit more showing up, I have to say in the least. The Haas does look a lot more cleaner than on its update. I do like the look of the Haas. It's a lovely looking car. Yeah, it's got those stripes on those carbon fiber stripes on the wing, which is quite sharp. I must say in the least.
Throwback to 2016.
Indeed it is. So, here comes Sanchevitz in the Haas. We've got loads of drivers sending their laps now. We've got Dobby, who's in 4th now. Let's see, Lazard in 6th. Laurenix in 5th. Game Boy 7th. Leclerc in 10th. Clarky Boy 11th. And Sanchevitz hits 11th actually. Well done to him. Here's Rappy in the black Mercedes.
Oh, where was that? 130.2, he must have gone off there.
He does look like he's gone off. And he doesn't look like he's slowing down as well. So he looks like he's on for another run. So,
yes, but not with a lot of VRS though.
No, there's not a lot of us to face. Just got enough. Oh, massive Rocco going into the last two corners.
That front right, it's very hard there, turn 14 and 15.
That's better from Rappy. 5th and 6th from Mercedes.
I have to say, look at how close it is there between those drivers in the top 7. 8 tenths separate them.
I tell you now, it's got one interesting qualifying, to say in the least. So if you do enjoy SFR, yeah, exactly. So if you enjoy SFR, if you do enjoy us on commentary, please, and enjoy the racing that we have, please like and subscribe to see all the racing action. Of course, on Sunday as well, we have the Ollie's notebook as well. I present the notebook to review the races and preview the races. Our next race, of course, we're going to one of the very new circuits, which is Vietnam. So that'll be super interesting to watch on our side. So that'll be great to watch to see how Vietnam cracks on this.
Including setups around there as well.
Setups are an unknown. Setups are an unknown to Vietnam. So
some people may have played iRacing, might know what Zandvoort setups are like. So that's the advantage there. But in Vietnam, you're going in almost completely blind.
Exactly, but of course we're all new to Zandvoort and Vietnam will be our first track to go to, and of course we've got China coming up as well. But first, let's get Bahrain out of the way. Let's get round 2 out of the way. We've got Chris Lax on the lap now in the AlphaTauri. Let's see how he cracks on, because he'll be interested to see. Or go with a Ferrari in front of him. I think it might be James Braden, I believe. Yeah, it's James Braden. So he got out of the way very nicely for him. So let's see how the AlphaTauri gets on. To be fair, I explained this to Energy Dan a few days ago on a preview. The cars do look a lot more better on this game, don't they?
Yes, they do. They look a lot more realistic than what you'd see on the actual races. I should say when you're watching the race, it's what they cars look like on the T cams.
So that's how.
I like the look of them.
Yeah, you sound very tired to be fair, Fletcher. You do sound a bit tired. It's been a long day.
It's been a hot day as well for Britain.
Oh, innit? We're facing a good 28 degrees, 30 degrees tomorrow. So get the sun cream out. To be fair.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm sitting in my room with the fan on.
So Chris Alex in the AlphaTauri, he's coming in. He's abandoning his laps, so he will be. He's going to do another run. So let's have a look. Anyone else on a lap? Jens is on a lap in the Red Bull. He's gone into the second sector now. Turns 9 and 10.
Yes,
He's on the medium tyres.
Oh, that's very brave.
Now, is he predicting to go for a long counteract strategy on the soft tyre runners?
So. Yeah, I would think so. I always feel like it's better to go to the hard tyres first and get that compound out of the way, and then maybe push onto the softs later on. But obviously, you are expecting safety cars, so that just diabolical and mess up your strategy.
So Jensen in the Red Bull. No, he's not Jensen Button by any means. Nice try if you're thinking about anything in shape or form. I think that's Jensen Button. It really is, and he won't drive a Red Bull for sure. Here goes Jensen. Oh, nice lap. Nice lap. Put him in the 10th on those medium tyres. Lovely lap.
It's looking like Laser's liking this track like a lion likes a steak.
Exactly. Here, we're on board with Laser now. As see how it does.
In that section. Oh! And he goes quick again. 124.9.
Lazard now. What's he going to do? He's lifted off. He's going to do another run. So let's have a look at Nick Mania in third place in the Haas. Let's see how Nick Mania comes on against Laser and Lazard.
He seemed a bit late on the power there.
Oh, you could tell he's pushing, couldn't you? He's gone to first gear for turn 10, so he's really pushing. It's Nick Mania. Let's see what the second set is going to be. As we got, I think that was we got a few drivers come through the line now. Let's see what, but we focus on Nick Mania, see what he could do. He's gone quicker. It's purple sector, it's 10 faster, so he's looking at Laser's time. He's giving it a real good go. Nick Mania go down the back straight in the Haas. Let's see how he does going through towards the final two corners. This is looking very competitive. Is Nick Mania going to be a 24.9? No, he's coming in. That is a real. Wow.
Does he know he's quicker than him?
Jahoggy Boom, he's invalidated. So we're looking at Game Boys in the Renault.
Laser will be breathing a sigh of relief.
It would be, but that is a real surprise that Nick Mania went in. Wow.
I can't believe it.
He was purple.
I know he was going quick.
Rappy in the Mercedes and P7 as well. He's faster by a tenth on his previous.
Yeah, Dolly goes
Leclerc's
fifth.
gone to fourth.
Oh yes, he has. I saw that. I saw the.
Leclerc's gone to fourth. Just jumped into fourth place. So well done to Leclerc.
Duke Boom is still in sixth. If anyone wants to tell me what the hell's going on with that.
Matt, I saw Magic's comments saying he has got a qualifying ban, but from the sounds of it, from the looks of things, he doesn't seem to know. But I don't know. We have to see what happens here because Rappy. Rappy! Goodness me!
He would be. He'd be kicking himself that he wasn't a tiny bit quicker.
That is super close. Now I'm gonna have a look
because
actually.
What I have seen from Rappy, he can defend a lead very well.
Get this, Rappy was only a 10th off Laser. He was only a 10th.
Rappy can turn his car into a buzz, which, given a Mercedes, it already is one.
Representing the Black Mercs, all the world are good. Let's see if anyone else is on the lap. Sanjovic is on a lap in P12. In the other Haas.
I think he'd be like, he's a lot slower. He's 8/10 down.
Yeah, it looks like he's coming in. Is Sanjovic? Yeah. Yep, he's coming in. So I want to know
they
what
have the
Nick Mania's
run-up on
plan's
that.
going to be, because he lifted off, he backed down his lap, and he was purple throughout the whole time. Has he got some type of strategy, or is he thinking saving tyres for the race?
Probably saving his tyres, which doesn't make sense when you think that there was a straight before the pit lane.
So, let's have a look. Anyone else on a lap? On an out lap or lap?
The
Game
run-up
boys.
is currently on a lap.
The run-up is. Let's check on him. Let's have a. He's slow for his lap. Let's say in the lead. Yeah, he's back. Looks like he's backed out.
3 seconds on slow.
Clarky boy's about to start his lap. Here comes Clarky boy. And he's coming through the line now, and he's on his lap. So here comes Clarky boy. In the AlphaTauri. See how Kret's on through turn 1 and turns 2.
What's good? You know what's happening with Chris? Oh, he's on his lap now. Okay.
Yeah. So, Clarky boy towards turn 4. Brakes late. Let's go on board with him. Oh, good save by Clarky boy. Saving the car coming out turn 4.
Saving that car like David De Gea right now.
Well, I wouldn't say it that way, but you know. Oh, goodness me, Clarky boy.
He's doing it again.
Now, he's got a lively back end on that AlphaTauri, so...
He must do. He's wrestling that car like John Cena right now, and he's on the second DRS of the track.
First football, now WWE. What's next? Boxing next?
Basketball.
Basketball, or boxing like Anthony Joshua.
I mean, we saw Chris box like Anthony Joshua for some reason.
Look like Clarky Boy's the second faster than his previous. This is looking very competitive for Clarky Boy. He'll be making up some places going up towards the lines. And see, I'm predicting round P10, 11, most likely.
Yeah, I'm predicting that, yes.
So, because Clarky Boy, and he's backing out.
What is going on with people pitting on quick laps? Why?
Cross the line!
Finish the lap!
Please, just finish it!
You're in 18th place, you need this!
You want this! Don't you know you could go higher?
He's doing a SpongeBob at the moment, it's like, I don't need it. I don't need it.
That's a good impression, to be fair.
The two AlphaTauri is at the back of the grid. If anything, you need points right now. And Chris is going... Chris has got the new mobility scooter V6 in his engine right now.
Loads of cars are coming up for their final runs. Chris has gone past the line.
Gee, oh, we've got a trade.
And now, Chris, oh my goodness me, is cars all over the place. But well done to all the drivers.
Going back to Italy.
Well done to all the drivers for keeping out the way for Chris. So well done to all of them. So fair play to them. Let's see if the Mike, is he going to bail out the way? Is he going to bail out the way? No, he's still on the racing line. He's on an out lap. He needs to be out of the way as soon as possible for Chris to get by. Chris hasn't even recorded the lap time for some reason. Mike, you've got to get out of the way for Chris because he is on a lap. Now he's listened. Now he's through. Chris is now free. Oh, is he backed out?
No, he's going still, I believe. Yes, he is.
He's backed out. Chris is backed out. Oh. For goodness sake, people!
Finish the lap, please!
Nick Mania's on the lap.
Why can't people finish their laps like I finish a Nando's?
Come on, Nick Mania, please finish your lap. For goodness sake, why don't you record their time for once? It's frustrating me. Right, Nick Mania.
Oh, and there might be a bit of contact there between Chris and Mike. I
unfortunately didn't see it, which is a bit annoying, but Nick Mania, the man who's in 5th place in that Haas, can he just make something out of this? Can he improve his Haas to where he needs to be? Let's see what second set is going to be. He's 3 tenths faster. He's 3 tenths faster.
Don't do it again.
Please finish it again. Don't
finish
pit. Finish the goddamn lap, would you? Electrodam moves out of the way wisely. Oh, James Brenner's right there. Please don't back out of this, Nick Mania, please. But James Brenner, he's going to use James Brenner for slipstream. How smart! How smart! Oh!
P3! Someone called 999 because Nick has literally called 999. Is in P3.
Laser Lord's going to respond. Game Boys is in the pits. I don't know why, but he's backed down his lap.
And Nick Mania's parked on the pits.
Laser Lord's 41 thousandths faster than anyone else. Laser Lord is pushing even harder. What's with the Renaults always being quick in SFR?
I don't know, but Laser at the moment is pushing like a pregnancy at the right now.
Laser Lord. Oh, what a time
goes
for Laser
quicker
Lord.
again! Oh wow, what a lap by the Renault driver.
1-2 for Renault. Can Rappi in the Mercedes could do anything about that? He's got Lyronix in front of him in the
His teammate, can he get out of the way?
Or is he using it for tow, I wonder?
Yes, he will. Lyronix isn't going quick, but he's going around about 195 mile an hour there. So yeah, definitely.
Both Mercedes locked up. Here comes Rappi and Lyronix towards line. Is it going to be enough?
Here we go.
Oh, he goes into third. 1-2 for Renault.
That is. Oh wow.
I'm gonna have a look at the gap. Oh my goodness me! Look at the gaps. Look at the gaps to the leader.
Oh my.
Well, we have seen it all. What a qualifying session that is.
Oh god, we've got Jensen coming right now. I think he's about to finish lap now. He's coming back into the pits.
No, he's aborted in the lap. So, oh my goodness me, what a bit of qualifying that was.
What a this is fantastic. This is what
this is GP1. This is GP1 for his part. But congratulations to Laser, who completes pole position, and congratulations to Renault for 1-2. 1-2 for Renault comes into the Bahrain Grand Prix. So keep an eye on the Renault boys to see if they can actually make some damage. Here we go. This is your final standings going into the race. Laser starts first. Game Boy second. Rappi third. Mania is in fourth. Lyronix will start fifth. Dobby will start sixth. Jahagi Boom seventh. Lazard 8th. Leclerc 9th. Chengenwald 10th. James Braden 11th. Legendan 12th. Sanjovic 13th. Mike 14th. Bundy 15th. Clarky Boy 16th. Chris, who starts 17th. Jensen will start P18. And the run-up will start P19. Well,
what a qualifying that was.
Unbelievable.
I'd like to lie down, but we have a race to commentate on.
I wish I could have an orange juice, but I have a race to do. There's a lot of support for Nick Mania.
I finished it all.
We've got some loads of comments in.
Running down and getting a drink.
Greek Formula 1.
To quench my thirst.
Greek Formula 1 says Nick Mania, fan club, Leclerc, and Leclerc as well. So the Greek Formula 1 team supported both Nick Mania and Leclerc. We got Cameron said unlucky to James Braden. Clarky Boy says they are literally my first laps on the game for the past week. Well done, Clarky Boy. Fair play to you for doing all of that. We got Cameron just putting in saying, go on, James Brady and podium today. Well, if you could try and get the podium, that's a very big shout. So that's gonna be one of the. You can tell he's a James Brady fanboy, but let's see if James Brady can do some damage. So. What the bottom 10 drives will be going on, because they'll get the free tyre choice, so it'd be interesting to see what tyres they'll go for. Two-stop strategy I tried, and well, I got screwed over by my internet, so that was a bit of a shame. But I did try a soft medium soft strategy in the game.
Here comes the formation lap, the two Renaults at the front. Something you don't often see, but it's happened.
So we've got, look at this, from Legendan to the run-up, they're all on soft tyres, well, medium tyres.
Oh yes, they are. That's a very interesting one. Oh no! Yeah, they're all on softs, and then they'll jump down to mediums. And there's the predicted pit stop strategy to two-stop at the moment. Softs to mediums, and then a medium to medium.
I'm about to get that predicted pit stop strategy on my screen very soon, so I hope you're all going to enjoy this race. I hope you're all going to sit back and relax with me and Fletcher shouting our gums off and giving each other sore throats. But you know, that's the whole joy of the commentary. Hope you all get your popcorn, sit back. Hope you're having a nice cold drink with some popcorn and enjoy some GP1 with us. This is the final race of the Bahrain weekend.
Get a beer and get the stream on the telly, because it's something you won't want to miss.
This is going to be an incredible race. What are the Renaults going to do then? Are they going to play it safe or are they going to attack each other? That'll be interesting to see.
Going back to quality we use a lot for Dan, they are going to, I reckon they'll go for big balls. They go all out.
I'll tell you what, this will be interesting for my notebook coming on Sunday. I'll tell you that now. Hope you're tuned in for that to preview, review and preview the race. Here's your predicted pit stop strategy, like Fletcher said. It's a two-stop race, so let's see how the drivers will counter it. I did try a soft medium soft in the game, decided to kick me out, and I went for a bloody 4-stop, which is annoying. 3 or 4 stops, so that was annoying for me. So yeah, that happened. So, Laser, Game Boys, Rappy and Nick Mania. Who's going to get the best start, I wonder? Who's going to get the I remember
Rappy's amazing from the line.
Now, did you watch GP4 on Monday? With how Energy Dan started? He went off like a rocket ship.
Yeah, the problem is with me, I can get good starts, but I can't get good race pace. On the game, it's so different.
Greek Formula 1 says this: Savaki, Stefania feta cheese and Greek salad served here, lol. He's got his salads and everything else. Got his salad and cheese to watch with us. So well done to Greeks. Oh, good old salad and cheese.
In England, we have fish and chips and a pint.
So all the drivers are being lined up now. Fletcher, ready for our first race together? First of many?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Here we go. All drivers are lined up.
This is it.
Here we go to 5 red lights to the Bahrain GP, and we are underway. And what a start for Rappy!
Start by Rappy, that is. He's overtaken the 2 Renaults immediately.
Rappy got an absolute launcher of a start, but let's see how the drivers will come through turn 1, and it's
wing damage.
Chaos in turn 1, and there's a McLaren off the track, and there's a Renault! There's a Renault! Cocky boy! It's Laser! It's Laser! It's Laser!
Oh dear!
Laser of all people got a dreadful start!
I predicted chaos, and it's ensued already. My dog is not appreciating my shouting, but I do not care at this point in time.
Oh my goodness me. The Mercedes are Rappy. What a start he just got from the start. What a rocket of a launcher start that was. Nitman is second, Game Boys third, Leclerc fourth. There's the predicted pit stop strategy now. Soft medium they're saying, and soft hard. So imagine the drivers go for that. Imagine that. And trying to straighten on time, and we're back racing here in Bahrain.
The Haas is looking like a rock star right now in P2.
No, it's not the other way around. Let's hope that. So we got the McLaren of Jahogiboo harassing. No, it's Leclerc harassing Game Boys as well. So
here we go. Here comes Mr. Jugaboo. Oh, and Jugaboo with a move on the Williams there.
Nice move into turn 12, and we got the Mercedes Lionix all over the back of Lazard, but Lazard and Jahogiboo are still finding out at the moment. Clarky Boy is retired. Clarky Boy's out of the race. What a shame for the AlphaTauri, but we got Lionix side by side with Lazard. Side by side they go. Oh, and that's
and Chain Gang gets to move them as well. And now he's on the back of Lionix. He pulls to the left. Can he make this move stick?
And Lionix holds on. Nicely done. Clarky Boys left and said that's a real shame. Sandovitz and Chris is in the pits already for their stops, so they want to.
Razor's staying out with damage on his end plate.
The Laser getting a poor start. He's now gone back up to third, so that's a massive surprise.
He's lost an end plate here.
Oh, the game's glitched at the moment. The game's glitched. We'll wait for him to calibrate itself. It does it every race. Wait for it.
That as well.
Wait for it. Have we got the actual places? No. Oh, and that is a spinner. That's an Alfa Romeo, and I believe that is Mike. It is. Mike has spun off. He must have hit one of the curves on the outside, so that's unfortunate for him.
He doesn't have any damage. He has no damage.
Good stop that was. So we got Sanchowicz first. No, he is. Sanchowicz is in the lead. Sanchowicz isn't. No, there we go. Now the game's fixed up. Now we are back. Now we are back.
There we are.
Thank Kevin for that. I was about to say.
He's my contender for the driver to win this race. I knew he was going to get a good start. I should have placed a bet on it. It's probably like 4-1 right now.
And look at that, Rappi, that's the fastest lap of the race at 1:29.4. Nip Mania in second place, about 1.1 seconds behind. Now we've got Game Boys behind Nip Mania, only 6/10 behind. We've got Jensen and the run-up battling side by side with each other. Well done to both drivers. But the run-up have a little sneaky little look at the Red Bull, but the Red Bull stays ahead of the run-up. So that's the game, set, match for the Red Bull driver. So
Going
now,
back to that start, that was very chaotic.
that was incredible. The start, loads of chaos going on as well. But we've also got.
I believe it was caused by a Renault that got clipped by a Williams. I believe it was Laser.
For the looks of things, it looked a lot like Laser, who got in all sorts of trouble going into the first few corners. So because if you look at it, Games Boys has got no problems. So really, I think it's Laser who that caused all sorts of unfortunates there. So hopefully he'll come back to where he needs to be. So we've got Game Boys right now all coming towards Nip Mania, but Nip Mania right now solid pace in the moment in this Haas now, and he's all good for turn 12.
I know Rappy can defend the lead. He's done it in the classic cars last season. He's done it at Australia this season. He knows what he's doing. I predict him to win this race. And I've got
Rappy again, fastest lap of the race. So now we've got Rappy even 1.5 seconds.
And I want to move on the Renault, on the Haas.
And it's Game Boys. Oh, good defending. Good defending by Nip Mania, and Nip Mania stays ahead, but we've still got the second DRS zone to go. Here we go, Game Boys. Game Boys now. He's gonna have a look down the inside. How late? He's playing safe. Game Boys is playing safe. He's not gonna dive down the inside. We've got Chris and Senjovic having a look at each other as they go down into the main straight. So Senjovic have another look at the Alpha Tauri. We're trying to monitor the gaps. They all go along. Here comes Senjovic to the battle for 15th place. Look at the overtake on DRS initiated there for the Haas driver. Going in. Outside. It's on the outside. Yeah. Oh, lock up.
But the Alpha comes back at him.
Nicely done for Chris, fighting back, and Chris stays ahead of the Alpha driver.
Aggressive driving
from the Haas driver. Lovely work for Chris though for staying ahead and keeping it clean as well. They've got the fry of Mike Bundy behind him, so he's going to be watching on.
Who's that gone off there? That's Mike. He's in the wall.
Mike. Mike's gone off again, and that means he'll lose places. Is the wing damage? No, it's not. So he's kicked out of the wall again. So well done to Mike there for keeping his Alfa Romeo in the race. Now, what's Mike doing? Mike's got a 10-second penalty. Mike's going slowly, and he returns to the track in a safe manner. Well done to Lionix. Has gone into 5th place now in the
overtakes Jugugaboom, and Dobby has got a chain game as well on that first DRS straight.
Exactly as well. Laser, I believe someone's in the pits. Laser is in the pits now, going for the Renault team. So
I don't think his front wing felt great. I think he's come to change tyres of the front wing. Yeah.
Both McLarens are really pushing the drives at the moment, so hopefully they'll do their business. So hopefully the McLarens will do their part.
Could change later on though in the stewards with Jugabin. I'm not too sure if he had a penalty.
Oh, exactly, definitely. So the stewards will be keeping an eye on Jahogi Boom, because Matt G said he had a quali ban. So we don't know if that's the case, but we'll have to wait to what the steward says. Let's have a look at Nip Mania. Nip Mania is now closing on Rappy to the battle for the lead. Is now under a second. It was 1.5, but that gap was slowly decreasing, and Nip Mania is now coming towards Rappy's backside of the Merc. It's around 9/10. Oh, Rappy locks up. It's now 8/10.
Oh God, there's only noise in this up. Screen here, Rappy. Hey.
Leclerc's in the pits.
Look at Rappy's up there right now.
Rappy doing well for himself, keeping hold of that lead. Just I've looked at any internet problems. Nope, no internet problems such as that. Sorry about that, guys. I had to have a little check for myself. So, Rappy holding on, to that first place he thoroughly deserves during the race, with an absolute launcher of a start. Went off like an absolute rocket ship. He absolutely did. Jahoggy Boom's in the pits, switching to the hard tyres. Chain Game Wow is now 5 tenths behind. This is our closest battle. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Laser Lord is overtaking Sanchevitz, and that is the...
I'm at Mike out. Is he in the pit lane?
Mike is in the pit lane. He retired in the pits. So Mike has had enough. That's our second retirement. Bad luck to the Alpha Man. Oh, you'll come back next week for Vietnam. As we've got Chen Game Wow all over Dobby at the moment. This is the other Alpha driver under pressure from the McLaren. Let's see how Chen Game will do.
He's in P9. He's doing a great job in that racing team.
Let's have a look at the positions gained then. So let's have a look how we got on with the positions. As you can see, our biggest winners are Jensen and the runner, moving at 10 places. Rappy's in the pits.
Oh yeah, comes on for the medium tyre. Oh, forgiving us the hard tyre.
So Chain Game now is coming towards Dobby.
Beautiful close there.
Chain Game on Dobby. Chain Game's lifted off, backed out of the overtake there. So he's playing it safe at the moment. So he wants to go along with his tyres. It looks like he wants to play Dobby safe. So pretty wise on his part.
Yeah, so Dobby has a huge lockup.
Right. Okay, so we've got Nick Mania in the lead, Game Boys in second place, just a second behind the Haas driver. So this is going to be interesting to see how these drivers will plan out their strategy. It'll be very interesting to see how long the tyres will go, how long will the drivers go on their tyres, see what the positions they could be making. And of course, looks like the drivers are playing safe with their overtakes as well.
Yes, this is a very harsh track as well sometimes in parts. You've got to be careful.
So Chen Game Wow, around 6 tenths per second behind Dobby. So we're going to wait for these are the final 4 soft tyre runners before they'll come into the pits. So looking at the gaps now, they're all looking pretty okay. So there's no really much actually to talk about. So let's see how Chen Game Wow deals with Dobby. Both of them are going to turn 12. Nick Mania is now coming into the pits from the lead. So he'll most likely go onto the hard tyres. So I mean,
the pit crew do a bit better than what
the pit window's open now for the hard strategy. It comes, and again, Chen Game Wow playing it safe with Dobby. So he looks like he wants to save. He wants to play safe with his tyres and his car. So hopefully. And probably playing safe for the rest of the race, to be fair. He's not really risking it early.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a very interesting line there by Dobby. He was using the whole curve to enter.
Nick Mania now 4 tenths a second behind the run-up now in 10th place. So let's see how Nick Mania run-up and Rappy go around things. We've got Leclerc in that fight as well. So let's see what we've got going on here. Actually, there's the run-up and Nick Mania. And we've got
Braden's having... He needs a safety car here, just changed.
Yeah, he does indeed. Laser Lord, well, Laser, I like to call him Laser, but it's actually Laser 24. It's gone past, for looks of his Mike Bundy, so he's now coming towards the back of Chris. So this is very interesting to see how Laser will recover from his poor start after a very massive kerfuffle on the first lap. So let's see how he cracks on. We've got Cheng, we've got an overtake.
An overtake there by Nick Mania.
Good overtake by Nick Mania. Going into the first spot.
Jensen is struggling for ERS.
Yes, indeed. If you can see, the Red Bull driver is having problems.
I'm going to come to the pits. And John Dan goes into pit 3. He's still holding out the medium tag. In comes Dobby. He comes onto the hards. He's put Rappy right in the mix again.
Yeah, Rappy is doing his thing now. He's now going to 4th place. You can see the heat starting to get to Fletcher. So you see the heat makes you tired.
I don't know if I'm sweating from the heat or the race. It could be a mixture of both.
It is a mixture of both. So
but that's what you get here. You don't get bored and you get exciting people and racing. Great.
in it, Jess. Manji says 8 laps on the for the soft tyre runners. So Game Boys has hit the limit on his soft tyres. He's most likely to be coming in. Electrodown and Jensen, they're the ones that started on the hot on their mediums for the start of the race. So when Games Boys comes in, it'll be a Red Bull 1-2. So that'll be interesting to see how they crack on. Nick Mania is in P6 right now, trying to close down to Leclerc, because Rappy's just up ahead of him, so it'll be interesting to see how that cracks on.
Are looking frozy right now, and they do not look nice.
So right now, Maggi said 12 to 14 laps for the medium runners. So the medium tyre runners will still go a long way. Yeah, Games Boys is now in now. He's hit his limit on his soft tyres. So let's see how all the other drivers will respond. And Letterdown and Jensen will go through to make it a Red Bull 1-2. It's been a while since I did that in Formula 1. So especially when it comes back to the old V8 days when Red Bull was just dominating through those 4 years when they were a major team with Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber, when they were a massive duo. And you can see from the looks on my screen, we got Nick Mania closing in very more on Leclerc. So this is going to be very interesting to see. Is that Leclerc?
Oh, it's a move by Nick there.
So what's happening to the? Is Leclerc having problems? Because he was very slow going down that straight.
He almost invited Nick to overtake him.
Oh, and James Braden, 3-second penalty just to hit his misery as well. That's not good for James Braden.
That's salt in the wounds.
Leclerc, is he going to try and attack Nick Mania? So he's not backing out of this. We thought he was going slowly, having problems. But I don't know. Leclerc just seems to be falling back quite quickly from Nick Mania. So really, it'll be interesting to see.
It's a very interesting strategy by the Williams driver.
So it's 5 tenths per second, and there's a Jensen is 8 tenths per second behind his teammates. So we'll have to keep an eye on the Red Bull drivers in a minute. So let's go to the Red Bull drivers actually, see how they're cracking on. So right now, they're 7 tenths per second from each other. Is the Red Bull driver's got is his teammate going to attack? He's not. His overtake mode's not on, so he's probably closing in with just DRS. He is. So
he doesn't have any overtake available.
He doesn't, so he'll have to. Jahagi with a 3-second penalty for exceeding the track limits a bit too much, so that's a bit unfortunate for him. The Red Bull drivers will be probably talking to each other right now. He's closing.
Yes, they probably am.
They're closing. Oh my goodness me! That would have been a disaster for Red Bull. That would have been a disaster for Red Bull.
It's Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo all over again in 2018.
Yes, we have Dan in the lead.
Now, is it going to be multi-something for the Red Bull drivers? I don't know.
Multi-21.
Or multi-21, or multi-23.
Or multi-12 by Jensen, you could say.
So we've got Jensen and Electrodan, both 1 and 2. In the Red Bull, in both of the Red Bull cars, see how they crack on through these final sector. Both runners to synchronize turning from the Red Bulls, synchronized as always in Formula 1. And that's what you get the lovely helicopter. You love the way the helicopter shots. You see all the cars all in fluid motion, like a giant snake. It's both Red Bull drivers coming in. Oh, good move from Jensen.
And Nick Mania, where's Nick Mania's left?
He's lagged out. That's a bit unfortunate.
Leclerc's just going to dance past him.
And Rappy is now going to P2, so this will be Jensen's probably his final lap on his medium tyres before he goes down positions to make Rappy the leader again. So. Not really. Oh, we got Game Boys and Nick Mania having a bit of a tussle. And I think
interesting.
So I think Nick Mania is just. I think Game Boys and Nick Mania, was Game Boys ahead of Nick Mania at the time? I don't know.
I believe it was, but there's a yellow flag. It's a turn. That's a Williams.
It's Leclerc. It's Leclerc's out.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh,
he's out of the race.
I can see where he's crashed as well. Oh, that's a real shame.
Safety car, this is exactly what James needed.
James Braden will be perking.
James will be in that Ferrari cockpit with a beaming smile on his face.
Now this is it. Preferred tyre strategy in the window.
It brings the race down.
Jensen will be. Nick Mania's now joined us again. Hello, welcome back, Nick Mania. So now we'll see where this is going to put where the drivers will be stopping. So Jensen will have to pit this lap for sure. So this will be a massive relief for him because right now the cars are going at full pace. He'll go down to where he usually is. But now the safety cars come out and they all have to run the delta time. Jensen doesn't have to lose that many places during the stop.
Sorry, we've just got breaking news here by Formula 1 that Perez has been ruled out of the British Grand Prix after testing for coronavirus.
Oh dear, poor old Sergio Perez. So that means we'll have Stoffel Van Dorn. Stoffel Van Dorn.
So you don't just get racing, you get news.
Breaking news in Formula 1.
Breaking news with SFR.
Well, there you go, we've brought it first to you. Sergio Perez is out of the British Grand Prix without doing the first lap in practice. And that's pretty unfortunate, to be fair. That is really unfortunate for Sergio Perez. But of course, safety first is always in Formula 1 and anywhere around the world, to be fair. Leclerc has left the session. That's unfortunate for him. So we'll have Stoffel Van Dorn in the racing point. So partner with Lance Stroll.
Stoffel Van Dorn or Esteban Gutierrez. We will have to wait and see who takes Checo's place.
Who will Racing Point actually go for, to be fair? If you're Racing Point right now, would you go for Stoffel Van Dorn or would you go for Esteban Gutierrez?
Ideally, you'd go for Van Dorn. But Esteban Gutierrez would be the more free driver, as Van Dorn has a race in Berlin on Tuesday.
There you go. Now, so really, in the wise mind, they should go for Esteban Gutierrez. He's more available than Stoffel Van Dorn, but the still Racing Point will go for, and get well soon to Sergio Perez, of course. Get well soon.
There has been rumours that Van Dorn is in Silverstone right now by Sky Sports, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But going back to this race on the sim.
Yeah, back to the virtual world of Formula 1. We've got Rappi in P1, we've got Game Boys P2, Nick Mania P3, Linux P4, Dobby 5, Chengewell 6th, both Red Bull 7 and 8th, the run-up 9th. This is going to be interesting. James Braden is on it's just changed to the medium tyres as well, so you have a bit of a slight tyre advantage on the guys ahead. Be interested to see how the drivers will react under the safety car. It'd be very interesting to see how this will plan out. Rappi's on 6 lap old hards. He's got the most tyre wear, most tyre life of all of them.
Yes, he will. James is probably laughing all the way to the bank at the moment.
So yeah, if you enjoyed the racing here, please
there was contact there. I believe it was with the Red Bull on chain game. I saw some cars.
It most likely to be Jensen, if that's going to be the case. Let's have a look where Jensen is. He's staying in P7.
Just saying, if a Red Bull does happen to retire, I have thought of a cracking joke.
Right now, his front wing looks fine. So really, to be fair, Jensen doesn't look like he's on a slight bump. So, and I haven't seen any penalty pop up. So. James Braden moves up a place. Sanjovitz in the pits. It's a very good. So James Braden made a place. Well done to James Braden. So we're going towards probably another lap underneath the safety car as this giant multicoloured snake is going through turns 9 and 10.
Yeah, we're just about really to start the second half of the race.
So now we're in the safety car period. Do you think any other drivers will challenge Rappi? Because Rappi's on 6 lap old hards and the others like 3 and 4.
I've seen it happen in Australia where Rappi has had the worn tyres. It's happened in the classic cars as well, and just the cars couldn't get past him. You can make his car really wide and it's really hard to overtake him. So I do think Rappi is still my favourite.
Oh, and Game Boys! Of all things! That's not what you wanted. Game Boys, and it may have a bit of a tangle, so that's unfortunate on his part. So he'll take that what looks like a 3-second or 5-second penalty for a slight contact with each other. On Sunday, we'll have the notebook to preview the race week. Be a lot of things to talk about. Hopefully we'll get some drivers in to talk about the racing. Of course, I'll be hosting as usual, and then we'll preview the Vietnam Grand Prix and review this race week. This is our finals race week before we head off to Vietnam. It'll be interesting to see James Braden in the pits again. And Bundy, both Ferraris in.
I think they've realised that the medium tyres probably won't last.
So they're probably going to the hards in it. I believe they are. Let's have a look where the Ferraris are. Where are they at? So yeah, so Bundy's come back out on another set, for the looks of things, another set of medium tyres. He has, and James Braden the same. So they've gone another set of mediums. Very strange from the Ferrari boys. But that's their decision. They're running their race, so it's how it works out for them. So, how will Drappy plan this out on the restart?
Depends where they start. It depends where he wants to get away from. There's only really one place to go, isn't there? Really, on the straight to start. So, it's up to him really. We all know he's quick. We all know he can defend. It's just where he picks it. I don't even say Cobble might be 841 more that.
So, Rappy now go towards the final, go towards the end of the second sector on his hard tyres. All the other drivers warming up the tyres as much as they can to get the most purchase of grip and warming up the brakes. And there we go, safety car is in this lap. Both Ferrari drivers about to catch up with the train. So let's see how this race will plan out. I got Nick Mania going, pushing his car. Don't know why, but he needs to get those two positions back, and he does.
Here we go.
Nick Mania was pushing a bit. Let's see how the drivers behave themselves.
Game Boy's been very up the rear of Rappy.
Oh! Nick Mania, what are you playing out? What are you playing at? Oh, and that presents that is harsh for Game Boys. That is really, really harsh. I'm sorry, that's harsh.
I think that will definitely be taken away.
Yeah, exactly. That penalty was super harsh, in my opinion. We've got to see how the drivers. We've got the Red Bulls fighting again. They've got Ledger down and Jensen fighting side by side. And very clean for the Red Bull drivers as well. So well done to them. But the Red Bull drivers are still fighting. And Ledger down wants to get past his teammates again. And he stays behind. Oh, and Chengo Wow and Dobby's fighting side by side. Yeah. Going through the active section.
Oh, that's a McLaren of Jugaboom. He's gone round.
And Jighogi Boom is round, and now the Ferrari drives up a place. James Brennan goes up to P13, and we got Mike Bundy in there as well. We got the Haas drivers of Sanjevitz taking on Laser, who after a great qualifying, having a real bad day in the race, bad day in the office for him. And we got what looks like Sanjevitz. Oh, what a move from Sanjevitz going to turn 10! What a move!
What a great overtake. I said it. If you've got the commitment
and James Braden. Straight down the inside of Sanjevitz, but what an attempt of an overtake for Sanjevitz, and it made a stick. So I'd say that counts for an overtake in my book. So these five drivers are already pushing their hardest. So James Braden after a very poor race, he's gone into P12 and possible for points here.
You'll take any points at this point. We're 13 laps away from the end of this race.
And we've got a lock up there for Chris.
Still in P1.
And looks like Chris has gone into the pits. So yeah, he's got front wing damage. So he's got to go into the pits.
You'll need another safety car.
So drives the closest. Jahoggy Boom. Jahoggy Boom is retired. So that's him out of the race in the pits. So that's Jahoggy Boom out. The stewards will be looking at what happened in qualifying. So we'll see how Jockey Who responds. So let's see what the other McLaren driver, Chengi Wow, will do when he faces up to Dobby. Lyonix and the Mercedes driver of Lyonix is coming towards Nick Mania as well. So the drivers are still behaving themselves, so which is all good to see. Jahoggy Boom still playing it safe at the moment. We've got Bundy closest of all towards Sanjovic's Haas, going real tight to turn 10 to get a good move on Sanjovic. And look at this, Sanjovic is in problems because here comes Mike Bundy in the Ferrari. Can he get past Sanjovic?
Oh, he's going to go for it!
Oh, he's made contact with the Haas driver.
Very close. Sanjovic wasn't backing out there.
He was not going to give way, but
and he's going to go for it again. No,
the run up gets a penalty.
Here we go. Here he comes.
Mike Bundy.
Very weird.
DRS enabled.
Sancho will be feeling the sweat in that car at the moment right now.
We're just keeping on the other gaps as well. Sanjovic is in, so probably possible front wing damage. So that's him going into the pits to get a front wing change. So this is going to be going all or nothing. Look at the caps.
That's interesting. Chris has set a purple sector 62.
Well done to Chris now.
You pit, but he's looking quick on the mediums.
So, Rappy ahead by a second from Game Boys. Nick Mania in third. Lionix fourth. Dobby fifth. Chain Game sixth. Both Red Bull 7th and 8th. Lock up there for possibly the McLaren James Chain Game Wow, I believe. I believe that's a possible lock up there. So, all the drivers are line astern. So, this will be interesting to see who blinks first for a move.
I think Pratt is going to be feeling the sweat in these last 10 to 11
Will his hard tyres last? Will his hards last?
It'll be close. I couldn't tell you how his tyre conservation is. But all I know is that Game Boy has probably got the best chances of winning if his tyres do fall off.
Game Boys 8/10 behind. We've got James Braden, who's closer to that to Laser. Yeah, I've just called it. Here comes James Braden coming towards Laser. The GP2 champion is really pushing on Laser's back end here. Can he get closer to Laser? But Laser's closing in on the run-up. And that is going to overtake the Laser, who goes into the points in P10. So that's Laser through into P10's position. So that means Laser will pick up a point if he stays in that position. But James Braden now, how is he going to respond? Because he was chasing down Laser. And here he comes towards the run-up.
He's going to get a move done. Will he go for it? Will he go for it? We know James is very risky. Yes, he is. He's going to go for it.
A bit of a lock-up. He's still gentle on the power. And he's getting good racing. Good racing. Oh, that's brilliant. Brilliant work from two drivers there.
Oh, and Chris has the fastest lap of the race on a 120. I'm going to just 129.3.
But it won't count. It will get that fastest lap point because he's in P14. So you won't count. That won't definitely count. But well done to Chris for getting that fastest lap. Very well respected. So
10 laps to go.
10 laps to go in this race. How will the drivers will be thinking to themselves now? Game Boys will be thinking.
He's still behind James, you know. He's not giving up on him.
Game Boys will be thinking to themselves, I got a real good chance because I've got 2 laps fresher soft, 3 laps fresher softs than Rappy. So this will be very interesting to see how Game Boys respond to Rappy's 11th lap hold hard tyres.
Oh, and Jacob has the tyre. We didn't see that, I don't believe.
I saw it, so don't worry.
Okay.
So, Game Boys and Rappy, 9/10 of a second between the two. We'll monitor the gap, but right now we're monitoring Jen.
There's an overtake on Jensen who overtakes Jane Game.
So that's the Red Bull driver going up into P6. So his next job is to catch down Dobby, the one that Chen Game couldn't overtake. And Chain Game trying to close up to respond to the Red Bull driver, but nowhere near close enough. So it's going to be very interesting. Chris, it's another fast lap of the race. So well done to Chris there. 29-1. So this is going to be interesting to see how all the drivers will plan out their races.
The question is Dobby in DRS range of Lionix? Because if he is, he's in for a bad time.
He isn't, so that will mean Jensen is closing in. He's closing fast. Look how late he was on the brakes there, closing out to Dobby. Oh, we got Laser getting past Lazard, and Lazard goes down to P10. So Laser and James Brainerd sneaks. What a move!
And
for
James is in the points.
Oh, what's happened to Lazard? He's going super slowly. Is he got front wing damage? He has. Lazard's got front wing damage. So,
I wouldn't be surprised to see him retire. But there is a chance of a safety car, so he might stick with it.
So, James Braden is closing even more to Laser than he was ever before. Here comes the Ferrari driver with DRS range, and he'll get past Laser.
Look at him. He's turning into a one to watch for these recovery drives at the moment.
James Braden, what a recovery drive. This is Jensen, goes up to P5 with a move on Dobby. So he'll go into P5. Let's see if he can catch down to Lyronix. Jensen absolutely flying. And so is James Braden, to be fair.
It does prove that Red Bull does give you wings.
You want to say that joke? Game Boys, he's trying to close it to Rappy, but Rappy's responding to him pretty well.
Yeah, he is. He's doing quite well for himself. I want Chris goes off the track a little bit. It's a little bit of a track extend, but we allow it.
So, in my opinion, the penalty for Game Boys will be, well, hopefully, will get removed by the stewards, because that was real harsh to give him a penalty for nothing he did wrong. So hopefully that penalty does get removed. And as you can see, who's that going for? That's Bundy going towards the run-up. So that will be interesting to watch how these two will plan out. Of course, the Ferrari and the Racing Point doing their thing to try and get points in for their teams. So as we see, we got Bundy slowly closing towards that pink Panther of the runner. Let's see how he does. Going into the last corner, neat and tidy, which is all good to see. Now he's got the chance to open the taps to see if he can close down to that Racing Point car. Let's see how he does.
Oh, that V8, here we go. Can he get it? The runner won't have much to defend with.
And that'll be the move done. Yep, that is it. Done and dusted for Mike Bundy. But the run-up is not giving up. He's still looking at that. Look at this. He's going down the outside. Can he get past him? No. He's going for the
switch back move could happen here.
Nope. It's Bundy's position for the taking.
Doesn't get the better exit.
And Game Boys is closing. This was around 5/10. Look at that. Game Boys is sneaking ever so closely to that first place. Can Renault get the victory, or is the black Mercedes? It's now 4/10 between the two cars. Let's go to the leaders and let's see how this will plan out.
There's 5/10 between them. It's going to be close. It is going to be close. It's going to be exciting.
This is going to be interesting. This is going to be exciting. This is going to be intense. Game Boys closing ever so near to Rappy. He's going to go DRS. He's going to have overtake mode on. Let's see if he can close down to Rappy's car even more to get the victory. His heart will be absolutely pounding through the roof to see Rappy's black Mercedes there. Can Game Boys take Rappy to get the victory of the Bahrain Grand Prix for Season 7 in GP1? Late on the brakes, so close.
There's 5/10 between them. Rappy's heart is going to be beating like a rabbit's leg.
But you did mention before about Rappy's defending. It's like supreme driving for the Mercedes driver, so it's going to be difficult for Game Boys to overtake him.
Yes, he will. And
Game Boys goes deep.
Very deep. And look how much DRS that Game Boy has, though.
Rappy will be feeling the pressure. He knows Game Boys is behind him. He knows Game Boys is there. He knows Game Boys wants to steal that victory. But don't forget, remember, actually, Fletcher, that Game Boys has got a penalty for nothing he did wrong.
Oh, yes, that is true.
So, man, that's heartbreaking to hear as well. I wish I didn't say those words, but it's got to be done. If Game Boys does win this, I feel he should take the victory just because of nothing he did wrong.
Oh dear, he's got 2 penalties.
He's got 2. Oh, that's one of them should.
2 5-second penalties.
Ah, dear. Well, it is what it is, isn't it?
It is what it is.
Lazard closing up to the run-up now. Here he comes towards the inside of the racing point. Goes down to the inside. With no front wing, he starts to come in. With the right end plate missing, he's still going.
Gotta give credit to the driver.
So I'd like to see you guys to see who your driver of the day is. We'd like to see like to hear from you guys who your driver of the day will be. The game will tell us what their driver of the day will be.
It's a good recovery off Game Boys. I thought we should go deep again.
Oh, and it led down really close to Jane Game. Nearly hit the back of his McLaren, but but very clean from the Red Bull driver. Very late on the brakes, but he's still not there enough just yet towards the McLaren driver. Game Boys is now 4 tenths behind the Mercedes driver. The drivers are now really pushing. Bundy is all over the back of Laser, so this could be bad news for Laser because we got a Ferrari driver on his backside, and that is by Bundy. Look at Laser is trying to break the toe of the Ferrari driver, but the Ferrari driver is responding to that. Can Bundy get...
Look at this now, Rappy engage, boys! Rappy engage, boys, ahead! Rappy goes for the switch back move!
Oh, go on, you two! Go on, you two!
Rappy's got a mad exit on that!
Go on, Rappy! Go on, Rappy! Down the inside! Oh, they almost touched! But they still stay by side!
Racing now, going
touch
against the
the wheel to wheel! Oh, beautiful!
Oh my word!
What a race! What a racing!
By Rappy!
Rappy was not, it was Rupert ballsy, but still, staying at it!
To capitulate right now.
Laser's in the pits, so he's had enough.
What a move by Rappy!
Rappy was not going to be denied, wasn't he?
My heart is capitulating at the moment.
But Game Boys is still not giving up. He's still pushing with a few laps left. And Nick Mania, look at Nick Mania closing in.
He's gonna win this race.
3 people come try and win this race. It's amazing. This is one of the best races I've done already this season.
Race at the Bahrain. It never fails to disappoint.
GP1, I would thank you for such great racing. Hopefully for more continue in Vietnam. But Game Boys,
thanks Sai for allowing me to go to the GP1.
And here comes Game Boys like a bag of pure speed.
To defend him again. He looks too far away. This Game Boy
is closing ever so near to that black Mercedes.
Rappy's feeling the pressure.
Rappy's feeling it, and you can tell with that wobbly exit he had, because we're on board with Game Boys right now, closing on Rappy's Mercedes. There's the helicopter shot, so Rappy's got better entry, better exit speed.
This race is amazing. What a race we are being treated.
3 laps to go of this Bahrain Grand Prix, and these 3 drivers are anyone's taking to win this race. This is going to be amazing.
Anyone's race to win, and even Nick is gaining on Game Boys.
So Nick, Rappy, Game Boys, Nick Mania, who is going to win?
Game Boys has the RS Open. What will Rappy do?
This is amazing. 3 laps to go, and it's all to play for. A little bit wide, and Nick Mania is right on the coattails of Game Boys. This is unbelievable racing. This is unbelievable. This is what we want.
This is delirium.
This is F1 2020 at its finest, and we are loving every second of it. 3 drivers want to win this race. 3 drivers who want to win. They will give anything to win this race. Rappy gets a little bit of a slighter, better exit. Game Boys is slow.
Can he get the move to him?
Overtake on. He's closing. He's closing. He's closing. He's got the overtake done.
He overtakes.
Has he got the switch?
Is done.
Oh, but Rappy's right there though. He's won the place back to me.
Oh my word.
Jensen has gone past.
You are not dreaming. You are actually watching this happen.
And looks like Nick Mania's fallen back a lot, to be fair. So that looks like Nick Mania trying his best. Frog Lover says, can the commentators be quiet and let us enjoy the race? Nah, we're not being quiet, buddy. We're enjoying this race too much, sunshine. This is amazing. My voice is going. My voice.
I've run out of everything.
I've lost out of words. I'm running out of words to say. Game Boys is pulling away. So Rappy, to be fair, Rappy's hold on so much, but I think the tyres are starting to, in my opinion, to have their dying light to be fair, so that means then Mania will be sniffing all over it. But Rappy, it's a fair play to him, he's still coming towards the coattails of Game Boy still. I come to say, fair shout to Jensen as well for getting to P4, so he's doing all he can in the Red Bull car. But let's see how Nick Mania will go on with Rappy.
Jensen's made it 14 places. That's amazing.
It'll be, to be fair, I think Jensen will be my driver for the drive he did. But here comes.
We got Nick on the back of Rappy too.
He was having a sneak. He was having a little sneaky there, giving Rappy a warning to see.
He's gonna go for it.
Here we go.
Right, if Game Boys doesn't mess this up, it is his race to lose.
Mania slowly closing in on Rappy, sniffing him.
He's closing in like a lion to a zebra right now.
Exactly, it's like a predator and the prey. Game Boys is, look how much Game Boys is pulling away, to be fair. Look how much he's pulling away, so it's over a second. Oh, Rappy gets a shaky exit. Rappy gets a sneaky, about a tail whip on that one, but he saved the car. So let's see.
These tyres are screaming right now. They're begging for release.
They're just begging for this race to end, but you still got one more lap to go before this race is finished. So this is going to be all to play for this race. Game Boys is storming away in P1, but this is the battle for second. Nick Mania and Rappy closing in on each other. Nick Mania, look at the speed Nick Mania has.
The exact same ERS.
Maggie said Game Boys needs to get a 10-second lead to win. Well, in my opinion, I think Game Boys should win this race. But because Nick Mania on Rappy, and the second place is going to him, and it does. Good work from them.
I promise you, you are not dreaming. You are witnessing this.
And Linux never take a Jensen. But Rappy's still coming at him. Rappy's still coming towards Nick Mania on the last lap. Oh, don't touch.
Let's get to the S's.
And Rappy's still by my side.
He's not backing out and he's not
and Nick Mania holds on. Nick Mania holds on and stays in second place. Great racing between the two of them. Goodness me, this is the last lap as well. I would love to hear the words from the drivers, to be fair. This has been an astounding race.
I bet these drivers in their parties right now are going absolutely mental.
And look at this, don't forget Jensen. Jensen is coming towards Lyronix's Mercedes. It's 5 tenths behind, but we'll have to see what the positions will say after the race is done. Game Boys, I have to say he should have won this race, but I think in my mind Nick Mania's going to win in the house because of Game Boys' penalties. We'll have to wait and see what the stewards want to say about Game Boys' penalties, but in my mind, it's been a cracking race. I don't know who won. I don't know who's won.
Jensen has got a 5-second penalty.
And this game was to cross the line first. Who's going to get the victory? It's Rappy. He gets the victory. Game Boy, Tommy goes to P4. Game Boys. Oh, Game Boys down. Oh, that's harsh. That is real bad shame for Game Boys. Jensen comes 6th. 1-2 for the Mercedes boys. As well.
I can't believe what I've just seen.
1-2 for Mercedes. Controversy in Bahrain. James Braden gets a point. James Braden gets a point.
Drive by James Braden.
Jinking Wells 7th, Bundy 9th, 8th. I can't even read. Then that's down 9th. Lazard 11th. Wow. Unbelievable. What we had just witnessed. What? Jensen gets driver of the day, and I can't agree with you more.
What a race.
Well done to Jensen. Great racing, wheel to wheel, and well done to Mercedes for a 1-2. That's their first 1-2 of the season.
I know, it probably won't be the last.
The black overalls are out. Well, we usually see that in real life, really. It's Mercedes 1-2, so get used to it. We had to wait till Silverstone for the real Grand Prix. Wow, unbelievable. What a final few laps that was. We'll come wait to hear from the drivers to see what they have to say. So here's your final results. Rappi, winner of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Lyronix in second. Nipmania in third. Dobby in fourth. Game Boys, real harsh to be in P5, but penalties galore, isn't it? Jensen sixth. Chain Game seventh. Bundy in eighth. Legendan ninth. James Brader, great drive to get P10. Lazard 11th, the run-up 12th, Laser, bad day in the office for him, but he'll come back for Vietnam, he'll go 13th, Chris will get 14th, and Sentiment's in P15, your retired racers are Jahogi Boom, Leclerc, Mike, and Clarky Boy. Fletcher, what a race. Right, let's go to invite the drivers in for their interviews. Unbelievable, what a race. Just waiting to get PlayStation, to see my PlayStation can actually do. I think I've invited him. Oh, give me a second. Give me a second. My PlayStation's having a bit of a hissy. If you could give me a hand with the invite, Sam Fletcher, that'd be great.
I will invite who I believe I have.
Let's have a look. Who was our podium winners? Rappi, Lyronix. There it is, Lyronix. There we go. Lyronix invited. So who came third? I believe. Was it Nipmania? Was it Nipmania came third? I don't know. Third was Nipmania. Yeah, Nipmania came third. I believe Nipmania left, so that's a bit of a shame.
I've invited Rappi.
Sweet.
Rappi 433.
We can invite one of the drivers in. We can find another driver in for an interview. I believe we can invite Chain Game. Let's invite Chain Game, or we can invite Chain Game. Let's have Chain Game in. Let's have Chain Game in. Let's invite Chain Game. Sweet, done. There we go. Rappi, yeah, bang. There we go. Hopefully the drivers will come in for their interview. If not, so we'll end the stream there. I've invited Chain Game as well, so wait and see if they can come in for their interview, and if we do, if we can have a little word with them. If not, then we'll end the stream there. But Fletcher, that was one incredible race for the final 10 laps.
That is... Yes, and we got Chain Game in.
Oh, that's good. Chain Game's in. Here he is. Hello, Chain Game.
Hello.
Well done. Good race.
Oh, I don't think you can hear it. Are we still loading in?
Yeah, we'll just waiting to hear from Chain Game. Wait to hear.
Was good.
I can hear him. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. He's here.
So yeah, how did your race come on with Chain Game? How did your race come on?
The start of the qualifying, it was okay. I did the best lap I could. Started 10th, and there was a bit of chaos at the start. My glazer was spun around, and I was up to 6, and from then on I couldn't follow the cars in front of me, so I let the Alfa through, and then I stuck behind him, so I could hold the DRS and 546, and then the safety car came out, and that nearly killed my race as my pace was completely gone, and I dropped to 8th, and luckily I depended on James. First one of the season, happy with that, and hope I can move this forward to Vietnam.
I just got some news actually, Fletcher. Look at the comments. It says Nipmania has no penalties and he's finished third, and it said, and it goes on to say Nipmania is first, not third. So let's have a look at the. I want to have a little replay back of the standings, because for the might mind, doesn't look like Nipmania. I don't know. It's I'm trying to have a look.
What is going on at this race?
I don't see no penalties for the Mercedes drivers. I don't know if they're right or not, but in my mind, I think Rappy's won this race with Lyonix in second. So, Chain Game, we had a good few fights here and there. So, do you think that 7th place was well deserved in your mind?
It was 8th. I hope to stay in 6th, but yeah, hope to get more pace throughout the season. But for now, happy with 8th.
Yeah, it came 7th actually, Chain Game, to be fair. So, yeah, one position better.
Yeah.
So who was your best fight then? Who did you have the best fight with?
I didn't have really fights, but that one with James was something to enjoy on the last lap.
So supreme. So Fletcher, how would you rate that race out of 10?
14.
14.
Mad.
So yeah, the stewards will be looking into what happened to GP1. There's been a lot of things to talk about. We've got Games Boys penalties. I think one of them should get reduced. I think the race has been quality.
Yeah, it has. It's probably been one of the best races I've ever commentated on, to be honest.
Well,
if not the best.
Chain Game, looking forward to Vietnam next week.
No, I'm terrible. Street circuits and Vietnam is also a track that I don't like, but I need to work at it, and hopefully I can work on the pace and get good result next week there.
Hopefully you get a good result in Vietnam, and hopefully all the drivers will get a good result in Vietnam, because that's our first new race going into the new season. So Vietnam awaits us, but before that we've got, of course, Ollie's Notebook first. Hopefully you all tune in for that, as well as I review the Bahrain Grand Prix from all divisions, and then preview the Vietnam Grand Prix. It's going to be amazing. It's been an amazing race week, and next week will be absolutely no different. I hope you, Fletcher, will be racing again, hopefully, which will be hopefully great to see. Yeah, and hopefully we'll have a good time in Vietnam. Thank you for watching for the Bahrain Grand Prix in its entire race week. We'll see you again on Monday for the Vietnam Grand Prix on its first debut for SFR. See you next time for next week. From SFR, it's ta-da.